Hey friends, you are Crafting with Kim Byers, and today we are making another really simple and oh so darling sublimation project. So I am going to show you how to make a customized family with just like a few clicks. So I'm going to show you where I got the designs and how easy it is to pull them together and personalize them, and then take that design and sublimate it onto an ornament, or you could sublimate it onto a mug or a pillowcase or whatever you wanted to put this on. But it is really cute, and it is a great gift idea. So when you buy the files, and they're only a couple of dollars, so you can get a multitude of different designs for $2, $3, $4, and then you can, personalize that family and put it on all kinds of things. It is so cute. So let's hop over to the computer. I'll show you how that works, and then we'll hop over to the craft table. And by the way, I put links down below in the description to everything that we're using today. So if you want to get some of these ornaments, the links are down there. And if you have any questions, or if you just want to talk, I would love for you to hop down and leave me a message in the comments. Okay guys, let's go. Okay, so here we are on my computer, and I'm going to show you from beginning to end how to lay out your ornament and then how to mirror image it. Now we are going to be using canva.com, so canva.com today. But if you have a Cricut, you can use Cricut Design Space, and I've done a video with that, so I'm going to put that up above so you can go and check that out. But today we're using Canva, and honestly the biggest reason I'm using it is because Canva has little dogs and things in it that I can add to this design. So I purchased the design of the little man and the the woman and the kid, and I'll show you how to get that. And not just this design, but there are tons of different ones that you can get. Now I got these off of Etsy. There's a couple other websites that have them too. I will link up various designs down below so you guys can have a look at those. But I thought the little tree and the gifts, I just thought these were really fun. And then if you look over here, you can see that I also did a little paw print and changed out what was a heart for a Christmas tree or holly. So I'm going to show you how to do all of that. It's really simple. So first of all, we want to do is we want to bring in our design. So whatever design that you choose, it's going to give you a zip file, or it's just going to give you various JPEGs most likely, and you can bring in these people as individuals. So like the person with the tree, see, so this is an individual, and so if you look over here, you're going to see that I have all these individual people, and so each of these designs that you purchase, it's going to be that way, so you can kind of create your own family. And you would just go into uploads and upload media and pull that in from your computer. So super simple. So let's just start from scratch. So here, what I've done, let me take you to the home really quickly. So on the home of Canva, you can create a custom size, but what I would suggest is whatever the size of your ornament. So my ornament is a 3x3. So if you go into custom size, I actually want it to be a little bit bigger than 3x3 because I want to be able to go over the edges. So if I go into inches, so from pixels to inches, and let's just say for this, for sake of this, we're going to go a 4x4. We're going to create that design. Okay, so then from scratch, I'm going to be able to go in and say that I want to, change the background, whatever those things are and whatever your designs are that work with that. So if I look into uploads, I'm going to see all of these things that I uploaded. So you see this little guy right here, he's got a white background, and then you see this one is a black. So if I bring the white background in, it's actually going to have that background, but this, see, has no background. Okay, so now that we have this, and then you can resize the people to be whatever you want. Now, because this is a 4x4 and my ornament's a 3x3, if that concerns you that you're gonna create it too big to be on your actual ornament, another little tip, you can go into elements. There we go. So then you can make this frame. Just make that 3-inch. Yes. Okay, and so now this is the size of your actual ornament. So then you can design your family within it, and then you can just delete this outer circle. So that's kind of what I did when I created mine, just to make sure that I want an outer edge. I want a little extra bleed, but I don't want my design to be too big, and I don't want to have that frame. Okay, so just a couple of tips there for you. So let's go back to home. We're going to go into the ones that I've already created. Okay, so what I did is I created one for several different of my friends, and I'm really excited about giving them these ornaments. So I pulled in a dad and a mom and a child, and then I used the text feature. So if you go over into the side panel of Canva, text, and so these are some that I have saved that I like to use. This one's called Brittany. I think this one is called Lovelow or something like that. But you pick whatever font you want. So if you, and it even has some that are, suggested. So if you like some of the ones that they have down there. So let's just say I bring this one in, and I'm literally going to be able to, change that to whatever I want it to be. So let's just say we want to say Merry Christmas. Okay. So then if I click on this and move it up, okay, so now with Merry Christmas, say I want to curve that. You can go up into the top navigation, and sometimes it's hidden, like with the 3 little dots, hit Effects, go into Curve, and then you can choose, here we go, I can just move it down, and then you can use the scroll bar and make that curve as big or as small as you want. Isn't that fun? Now you can do that in Cricut Design Space as well, but if you want to use the Canva version, that is available to you. Okay, so I am going to just delete that because this is the way I wanted the little ornament to look. The other thing you can do is once you've brought in, these are the ones you purchased, right? Well, in Canva, if you go over into Elements, now the key is, let me search dogs. And then here you have all photos, graphics, videos. I just want graphics. Okay, so it brings up a ton of different images of dogs, and you could do a specific type of dog. You could do black dog, whatever. Okay, so then this is actually, this one looks like my dog, but if you notice here, some of these say free and some say pro. So if they're free, you're going to be able to add them to your design without paying the pro version of Canva. If you want to use an image like this, which is my dog, then you're going to have to, have the pro version. But isn't this fun? So she's actually a really big girl. If you go, okay, so this is my buyer's family one, and so she's actually waist high. She is a giant schnauzer. And she is absolutely darling, but she is huge. And so you can add animals and things to this. I just thought that was a really fun thing to do. Okay, so this is the one for my friend. And so once you have the design as, the way that you want it to be, what you would do is you would go into download, and we want this to be a PNG. And I have several designs here, so I am just going to click off of all of them with the exception of the Jones family, which is that top one. Okay, and so then I'm going to download that design alone. Now this is important. So once I have that design, let's bring it in, then I'm going to save it somewhere on my computer. We'll go over back to home. Now this is all important, guys. With this, what we want to do is we want to create something that is an 8.5 by 11 because you're going to send this to your sublimation printer. So if we go into create a design, and then I am just going to, let's do custom size just for ease of sake. Okay, 8.5 by 11. So this is my printer size sheet. If I go over into uploads, that design that I just saved out to my computer, I'm going to bring that back in. I'm going to upload that media and bring that back in. So see, it's uploading that image. Now it's the size that I want it to be. And what I'm going to do is I am going to then go up into flip and flip it horizontal. So I just mirror imaged my design. Okay, it is that simple. So basically you create the design, you export it to your computer as an image, and then you just re-upload it to Canva and flip it. And so you can add multiple designs to one sheet. I would suggest, depending on how many ornaments you're going to do, and actually I need to resize this just slightly. There we go, because I did this previously. And so then you can put multiple ornaments on one sheet and save your sublimation paper. So these are some that I also did, like this is for my mom, and again my ornament is 3. I sized it to be 3.1. And so in this fun, this is her dog. I will point out like this little holly, this is part of Canva. So and so is the paw print. So instead of going to Etsy or anywhere and buying a design, I actually used the images. Okay, so that's kind of the tutorial on Canva. So now that we have our design, we would need to take our little one here, Boo, and flip it. Okay, so now we're ready to print. So all you have to do is print this out to your Sublimation printer, and then I'll meet you over at the craft table. Okay, so here we are on the craft table, and these are all the things that I'm going to use today. So I have my Cricut Easy Press as my heat press for today, and I have my sublimation paper, I have a pressing mat, I have a cloth ruler, although I also use my clear acrylic a lot. If you guys craft with me, you know I use that one a lot as well. And then I have my lint roller, my heat tape, I have my paper trimmer or a pair of scissors, and then I also have parchment paper. A lot of people use butcher paper, and I used to use butcher paper, but I haven't been able to find it lately. So the parchment paper is actually working really great for me. And then these are the sublimation ornaments. So I'm linking all of this stuff up down below, but this is the ornament that I chose. There are multiple sizes and shapes. This is a 3x3, and so I'll put all of that down below. So let's go ahead and move everything out of the way, and I'll show you how to set up your first ornament. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is take our ornament, and we want to use our lint roller and make sure that we have nothing on our ornament. Just make sure everything is off. Okay, and so the next thing that we want to do is we want to go ahead and trim out our design. So we put 4 images on one sheet, and so now what we can do is use our paper trimmer or our scissors and cut out our design. Okay, so we just want to line it up, making sure that you can see the gray right in the center. So then we will just trim it out. So that is perfect. And so we'll just keep trimming these out. So the next thing we want to do is we want to take our design and apply it to our ornament with heat tape. So we're going to take the design, and I'm not sure if you guys can see this on camera, but I can actually see through the paper, and it's actually the right, size for this element. So I'm going to just flip it over, and if I put the ornament on this side, size it up, then I should be able to take a little bit of heat tape and tape it down. And then we know it won't shift when we put it under the press. Okay? And so then we'll do the same thing to our little, this is my mom's dog, isn't this fun? Okay, so now we are ready to move on and press these. So let's move these out of the way. One more thing we want to do real quick before we press is we want to cut out our parchment paper. Now you could obviously just tear these, but I find it's most efficient and I don't waste paper if I use my trimmer and just cut out the size that I need. So I want to put 3 underneath and 3 on top of my ornament. I want to make sure that I'm protecting not only my machine, but I'm also protecting my mat. I have my pressing mat, I have my 3 pieces of parchment paper, I have my ornament, and by the way, a little bit of the tab was sticking up, so I just trimmed off a piece of the corner and put it up here because I don't want it to have, white, like a little white strip up at the top. So I put that there with a little touch of heat tape, and so that way it'll be solid color. And then I have 3 more pieces, so I'm going to lay that on, and then I'm just going to take my Easy Press, 400 degrees, and press. And remember everyone that we do sublimation in a well-ventilated area, so make sure you have on a ceiling fan, a window cracked, because it is a process with ink and you don't want to be breathing that in all the time. Okay, so now that we've done that, what we want to do is we wanted to allow it to cool completely. One thing I want to show you guys real quick, so this is why you put the paper underneath your design to protect your mat. If I hadn't done that, you see all that green? That would have been on my mat, and then it could have gotten onto my next project. Now for ornament 2. By the way, if you guys do not have a sublimation printer, up above I placed a link to how I converted a sublimation or an Epson EcoTank to a sublimation printer. It is the most economical way to create a sublimation printer. And if you want to do this as a professional gig, so you want to sell these kinds of things, I would suggest looking into a sawgrass printer. And so I'm going to link both of those up below for you so you can check those out. But the Sawgrass is just going to be a much better high volume printer, but the Epson EcoTank is perfect if you're just wanting to create at home. Okay, so now it's time to do the big reveal. So everything's good and cool now, so we can take off our tape. Oh, those turned out, okay, that is perfect. Guys, this is gonna be such an amazing gift. My friend is going to love this. You can see her little dog right there. Isn't that so sweet? This is going to be perfect. Okay, so let's look at our other one. Now this was the paw print. And guys, just remember, you can do any shape, you can do any design. Okay, so that just turned out way too cute. These are so perfect. You could sell these. I mean, easily sell those. So, so cute. Let's open up just a couple more. So I did another one for a friend. Let's see if I can get this off. It's like opening a present, just doing the sublimation and getting to see what they look like when they're done. Oh, how sweet. And her little dog, Pepper, isn't that cute? Okay, and one more. Oh my goodness. And that's my dog. And that's my family. So cute. Perfect. Okay, so what did you think? Those were so fun to make and really, really simple. So I'm gonna put everything down in the description below. I hope that you will hop down and check those out. And if you don't wanna do people, you can always do animals, or you can do, and actually that would be really cute. I should do one for just my dog. That'd be fun. Or you can do, like there was one that I'll put down below that's like a doorstep, and then it just has the little shoes covered in snow, and that one was super cute too. And just remember guys, you don't have to just put this on ornaments. You can put it on pillowcases and t-shirts and mugs and all the things that you can sublimate. Okay guys, I hope you will stick around for my next video, and I'll see you next time.